We outie. What's up, guys? We are on the way. Well, first of all, we're gonna go ahead and stop, get some coffee. Usually I do this in my morning routine. I know Cisco was waiting for me. So I went to go pick up Cisco and we're gonna get some coffee now. But after that, I wanna show you guys a couple months ago, back in February, I was fortunate enough to sell a unit there at the Ritz-Carlton in Tampa, tower number 2. And I haven't been over there in maybe 3-4 months to see the process of it, of tower 2. Tower 1's already completed. There are already people moving in. We actually toured it like 4 or 5 months ago, and it looked great. So today I'm gonna go over there, try to see how tower 2 is coming out, FaceTime my client, make sure that, you know, that they love it, that they love what they're seeing, what's happening, and, you know, pretty much make them feel good about what they bought, because I think it's a really beautiful product, and it's a one-of-a-kind product here in Tampa. I mean, Ritz-Carlton, Tampa, that's super epic. Guys, so this week it's been a little bit kind of in the loop. We expected to get some approval for one of our new builds. It's honestly ready to go. Everything's approved, variance is approved. And now they come back to us talking about, no, the lot is not a certified parcel, and there's more than enough reasons certifying the parcel. But now we have to go through a whole non-conforming use of that lot there, which we're hoping that it doesn't take that much and that much time. So honestly, we would pay $1 million right now just to get that over with. Not really, but the timing is everything. I thought, you know, we thought we were gonna start building by next week, and here we are, you know, still waiting with this thing. Me and Noel have officially agreed that we're never, has to be a crazy deal, but we're never doing like a little house or a little, you know, spec house on septic and well. Too much headache, too much time wasted, and we really don't want to take on any project like that. Anything with sewer and city water, we'll go ahead and do, but septic could go over there. That's not for us. So we're in a historic district right now here in Hyde Park, and you guys can see a beautiful area. We actually have a property that we've been negotiating in this area here for over 1.5 years now. That we're very close. We honestly 2 weeks ago got the green light from the seller to start putting something together and you know, and making that deal happen. But just for you guys to know, this area here is historic Hyde Park, right? So it's a historic district, meaning that there's houses here that can never be torn down. Never be torn down, right? So for example, you guys could see some modern houses, and then you'd be like, oh no, but that looks modern. But it was pretty much like a face, you know, a face touch-up that they did, because the actual structure has to maintain the same to maintain the historic area of this district. So a lot of people run into problems. They don't, you know, they honestly, a lot of people don't know that, and they would buy like a you know, a 1920s house that you're like, oh yeah, no, that's a piece of shit house. Like nobody wants that. I can't even like rehab it. I can't turn it into place. Little did they know that they can't even tear it down. You know what I mean? The city won't let you tear it down, guys. There's a specific, you know, department there in the city that we've been to. We talked to the specific guy that pretty much runs the historic district of it. And he literally has told us there's properties that you cannot touch. So that's, you know, that's something for you guys to know for sure. But right now we're in Bayshore. I love this area, man. This area makes you just feel like $1 million, man. Honestly, the future for this area here, I could see it more like a brickle. You know what I mean? You can see already the high rises going up. You have a lot of properties here that are single properties on 1, 2 acres, 3 acres here right on Bayshore. That those are the properties that you really want to target when you want to build a tower. You know what I mean? For example, we're heading to the Ritz right now. That property, I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty positive it's 3 to 4 acres. That whole entire compound, which includes 2 towers, right? And it includes, you know, all the amenities that you guys I'm gonna show you guys. But it's like it's a big development, right? That's only sitting on, I'm pretty sure it's 3 acres. You know what I mean? So with 3 acres, you could do a whole lot here on Bayshore. And look, for example, these houses right here, Cisco, if you want to show them. Those houses right there, guys, those are houses that are sitting on at least an acre, right on Bayshore. That, you know, they're a good penny. but you could definitely turn that into a tower in the future. All that right there. Now you do have to have big pockets. You know, any house right here, easily, you know, upwards of $8 to maybe like $15 million. Last time I talked to the lady, they said they were framing a floor a week. I'm pretty sure it was a floor a week. Right there, guys, first tower. You guys can see the balconies, wraparound balconies, the ones on the side. The unit that I showed was a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, but it's a huge 2-bedroom, 3-bath, right? Because it also has a den that you could consider it a 3-bedroom, but you know, it has like 2,300 square feet. You know, 2,300 square feet, guys, for an apartment, first floor, like one floor, everything is huge. You know what I mean? And it wraps from one side. All these apartments go from one side of the building to the other. So you have balcony on the first, looking towards Bayshore, and behind. So no, it's epic. We're gonna pull in right now so you guys can get a better view. So as you guys can see right now, we just valeted here at the first tower. First tower is fully completed. You have your main structure right here. You have this walkway that you have your pickleball court. You have your pool up in the top, and this area is where you park, right? This right here that we're looking at, these are the villas, guys. These are 2-story villas. There's, if I'm not mistaken, there's 7 of them on this side. I mean, and these things are beautiful. Right here to my right, we have the second tower, and if you guys can see, this thing is going up, you know, by the day, man, and I'm happy about it. My client's, you know, it's excited to go ahead and already pretty much call this his home. So I'm pretty hyped to tell him, you know, the advance that it has. I'm actually gonna call him now once we loop around. Go ahead and give him a call so you guys can see. So guys, as you guys can see, this second tower, that's where the client bought. So this tower is gonna be like 3 stories taller than the first tower. The reason why is because they have more things in front. So they still want to conserve that every unit still has that view to Bayshore, right? I'm pretty sure there's more trees, and there's also another tower that is not part of the Ritz, but there's another small tower that might obstruct the view if they didn't do it as high as they did it. So I think this tower, like I said, is gonna be one of the most badass towers here in Tampa. You know, they looked at the Pendry, they looked at, you know, over there in Gandy, Marina Point, and they fell in love with the Ritz. And honestly, you know, the Ritz-Carlton, they made a brand for themselves. The name Ritz-Carlton, living at the Ritz-Carlton Residences, that's already like a highlight, you know what I mean? So at the Ritz here, guys, if you guys want to get a unit, you got to come in with 30% down. 30%, they're allowed to give you up to 70% of the value when you go ahead and get your loan. But they do require the 30% to get it going, to get the project moving, and to reserve your unit. 90 days before you get your CO, you get your lending for the rest of the money. A lot of people buy cash. A lot of people get their financing. My client, he's trying to finance the least amount of possible in order for his payment to be comfortable, that he doesn't have to worry about. This is gonna be a vacation home for him anyways. So his main home is somewhere else, right? So he doesn't wanna really be paying X amount of money on a monthly basis for a place that he's not really gonna be using on a daily basis. One final thing, guys, the first tower here on the 3rd floor, so that's already the 3rd floor, it has a pool area. The pool area is perfectly looking to Bayshore. It's not as high as what people like, but when you stand up there, you do feel a lot elevated. The good thing about the second tower is they're gonna have the pool on the rooftop area. So that's gonna be, you know, awesome. Apart from, they're also gonna have the pool in the back as well. So, I mean, they did their thing. Like I said, they did their thing here. You definitely feel the luxury. You definitely feel the you know, catering towards you every time you go in there. The people are super nice. You know, the valet, the concierge, the main lobby people, you know, they're trained by Ritz-Carlton's luxury. So they definitely did their thing in here. And I think, you know, it's gonna be hard for any of these other, you know, places going up. You got Pendry, Tampa, to kind of top that feeling that this gives you, but we'll never know. We'll see. Let's go to, we go to the Heron first. All right, guys, we just left. I'm planning a special event. I don't want to give too much details because It's gonna give up a lot, but I'm excited. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks away from what this event's gonna be. We just looked at the venue. I think it looks beautiful. There's gonna be a lot of good drone shots, a lot of good action there, so I'm excited for it. All right, guys, closing off the day. I think it was a very successful one. The Ritz came out looking great. I think that they're expected to finish, I think it's early 2026. For what I see, I think it's gonna be before. You know how these big companies, they like to under promise and over deliver. So I think that's going to be the case. My client's super excited. He just responded there on the pictures that we took. He was like, man, I can't believe it. Like, it's going so fast, or this and that. So that's going to be exciting for him to finally be able to go in there. And I'm excited to go in there too, just to show you guys, walk around, show you guys all the amenities, because I can't do that right now because they don't allow it, because he's the owner of Tower 2, not Tower 1. But other than that, I think today was a very successful day. And I hope you guys enjoyed you know, tagging along. We're going to be doing this a lot more often when our new builds start coming up. It's going to be content after content. And, you know, if you guys want to keep seeing it, just like and subscribe and follow through.